got the power. While you're on your destiny, why not be the best you by following my basic principles to build your best life? Good evening and welcome to You've Got the Power. I am so excited to have you here today as we talk about listen. We've gotten some very important topics out of the way. You know who you are, you know you're important, you have that affirmation written hopefully, and you are repeating it every day. Now, I want you to know how important it is to listen. I have a couple of quotes, several quotes I will be reciting throughout. The first one is by Stephen Covey. And he says, most people don't listen with the intent to understand. They listen with the intent to reply. Now, how many does that resonate with? You know how you're in a conversation and you're sitting there and the person is talking and they're telling you something from the depths of their soul, and they are they're just really wanting you to listen to them. And you call yourself listening, but you're actually can't wait till it's your turn to reply. So in your mind, you're getting together what you're going to say and how you're going to say it. So guess what? You haven't heard a half of what they actually said. Good evening, Dan. Thanks for tuning in. We're talking about listening today. So, because you are thinking about how to respond, you're actually not listening. And if you're not engaged in really hearing what they're saying, if it's something that they really need your opinion on, and it's that important that they've come to you to talk to you about something, thinking that you will possibly be able to help them, and you are really not listening. So you may be getting some of the point, understanding a part of what they're saying, but you're really not getting the heart of what they are trying to ask you for you to comment on. And so you are doing them a disservice. That is not fair to them. Another one, it says, when you talk, you are only repeating what you know. But if you listen, you may learn something new. Now, just think about that. So when you are talking, you're talking about something you know. So if you're the person that's on the side of the conversation where you're doing the talking, you're familiar with the subject. If you're talking about your life, you're familiar with the subject. If you're talking about a problem, you're familiar with the subject. Whatever it is that you're talking about, you know what it is. So if you go in to talk with your counselor, your school counselor has called you in. Hi, Rosa, thanks for tuning in. So your school counselor has called you in. They want to talk with you. But you have been thinking about this meeting ever since you got the notice that you had to meet with the counselor. So in your mind, you're trying to think, okay, now they're going to say something about my grades. They're going to want to know why I missed so many days. If I'm sure that this is my course of study that I want to take. So you've got all in your mind all day long what it is that they probably want to talk with you about. You get in there. Your college counselor is there to help you. So you need to listen to what it is they have to say. The entire time the counselor is speaking, you still have this conversation going on in your mind. Now, I'm just going to tell them, this is my excuse, blah, 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 blah. So you hear something of what they're saying, but are you really hearing what they're saying? They may say, as I was going through your records, I noticed that you have taken History 1001. Now, this coming up for the next semester, you have signed up for History 1101. That is the same course sequence. You don't have to take both of them. Now, all you heard was history and 101. You're thinking, oh, now I don't think I did real good in history. So you're ready when she get there. Well, you see, the reason why I signed up for history is because, you know, I want to try to get a better grade. And, okay, so then she has to try to think, okay, you made a B. So are you trying to make an A? And is the additional cost of this course with a different book worth you taking a course that you don't need to take? But you're not listening. You have this stuff going on in your mind. I don't care who it is, if you think that you know more, 9 times out of 10 you don't. Again, this is your school counselor or advisor. That's what they get paid for, to advise you. They have no reason to lead you astray. So it would behoove you to do the listening so that you can learn something. So this person is trying to help you save money, save time, take something else. So again, it is very important to listen. When you get to a certain age and, you know, I can't wait till I get 18. I can do what I want, blah, 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 blah. But when you get 18, you still don't know a lot. Your parents still know more. Your grandparents still know more. Your mentors, your counselors, the people at college, your grandparents, they know more. They may talk differently than you talk, because you talk like with the 21st century words and vocabulary, and they talk back 20, 40 years ago, but they still know more than you do. So if you take the time and listen, you can learn and save yourself a lot of time. It's just important for you to do that and not waste time and money. You know, I always say, you know, I kind of like say it as a joke, but I've always heard it, and I think it to be true. But I always say, you know, God gave us 2 ears, excuse me, so we can listen twice as much as we talk. But if you know, and I'm guilty, I've done it. You know, somebody's talking, and I can't wait till it's my chance to talk, and so I'm trying to think, and then when they finish talking, I can't even remember what I was going to say, because again, I wasn't listening. I was getting ready to talk, and then I just lost my whole train of thought. So I didn't gain anything. But it is so important. All the things that I talk about is not just to waste time or fill a slot on Facebook Live. I could be doing something else. You could be doing something else. But these are basic principles that will really help you. It doesn't matter what phase you are in life. It's not just for younger people or people in their 30s or people in their 50s or people in their 90s. It's for everyone. These basic principles never fade. They are constant. You know, you have some things that come in and out your life, and they're just there for a season or whatever, but basic principles are something that is like a monument. It's built to last. So there are words that are built to last, and they are good forever. So some things that people tell you, you can put your money in the bank on it, because that's just that solid of information. So as you're trying to build your best life, whatever phase of life you're in, especially though if you are in high school and you're getting ready to go to college and, oh, I'm getting away from home, I don't know, nobody's going to be telling me what to do, you definitely need to listen, because you can make so many mistakes during that time, and they are costly mistakes. At this point in your life, they may not cost your parents a lot of, may not cost you a lot of money As far as money-wise, it may cost your parents more money. But as far as experience and making mistakes that you can't take a pencil and erase, there are things that are going to linger with you. You still need to listen to your parents' advice. When you're going off to college for the first time, or you're in college away from home, you're doing things, you do want to get the education because you know you need it to get in the field that you want to get into. You want to be a lawyer, you want to be a politician, you want to be a physician. So you need that education, but you want to have fun too. And sometimes you tend to think with other parts of your body other than your brain, and then that's where you get into trouble. Those mistakes you cannot erase. They're there. And you can get in trouble with the law, following the wrong friends. You know, if you would listen to your parents and they would tell you, you know, you cannot be friends with everybody. Everybody was not built or made to be your friend or be in your space, your associate. Some people have bad tendencies. I won't say they're bad people, but they have bad tendencies. So to go and steal something, they don't have a problem with. To go out and rape someone, they may not have a problem with it. To go out and damage someone's property, they may not have a problem with that. But if you are with them, you are going to be in just as much trouble as they are. If you had listened to your parents to say, if you see someone and they sound like the decisions that they make are not sound decisions, then you should know, okay, if they're going east, I need to go west. If they're going south, I need to go north, but I need to go the opposite direction they're going. You need to listen. So listen is just not hearing the words, but it's understanding and getting the full grasp of what's being said to you. The last of my quotes is, do not listen with the intent to reply, but with the intent to understand. And that's kind of what I just said. So if you are listening, and I got to hurry up and get my chance because I'm going to reply, no, I need to take my time, look at that person, clear my mind. I don't have it, you know, next Friday when I'm going to the concert, or tomorrow night when I'm going to the movies, my next class I have to go to. I'm really listening to what they're saying. Is it for me? Okay, while they're talking, if I'm not fully engaged and listening to the conversation, how will I know if the information that they're giving me is relevant? It may or may not be, but if I'm not fully listening, I'm not getting the entire grasp of what they're saying. So I need to listen. So if I need to, later on, I can go and sit by myself and kind of resonate over what they said. If they're coming to me, for me to listen to what they're saying because they have a problem and they think that I'm someone that can help them, if they're telling me what's going on and I'm trying to think about, okay, when that happened to me or when that happened to my friend, there's something that they're going to say that I'm not going to catch. My mind needs to be engaged on them, listening to what they're saying. That's the important thing. So I just want you to understand that all these basic principles and these things that I am telling you during this segment of Facebook Live post is that these are things that ensure you have the power, because you do. And there are so many of you that are not where you want to be. You start that way, you take a step back, or you could be so much further, but there's something that's lacking. So that is why I'm going through these different principles to let you know that you do have the power. You can do these things. You can get them done. There is no one out there that's better than you. You have talents as well as they do. You have skills as well as they do. You can think, you can learn. You have the same number of hours that they have in a day. You can do what you want to do. Those dreams and goals are there for you to make. But there are certain things that you have to do in order to get there. So like I said, build your best life. You got to build it. It's not you wake up one day, hey, I built my best life. Hey, woo, hey. No, you have to build your best life. So these basic principles that I am giving you, I am trying to give you stepping stones to get there. So I hope that this information was helpful. Please like this video, like my page, Build Your Best Life. Please add comments if something else that I could have added to this topic or anything that really caught your attention. Please place it in the comments, and please share on your page or share to certain individuals, because that's the only way to get the word out. And as well, with my book, Build Your Best Life, the basic principles are all in here. So they can get the basic principles, read it for themselves, think over it, put it down, pick it up, or read it again, share it with someone. But this will really help. DM me. I can provide the information for you to get your autographed copy. I thank you for tuning in today. Remember, you've got the power, but there are certain things that you have to do. And as you travel on your road to your destiny and building your best life, there will be distractions, pitfalls, rough terrain, and detours. But those negative aspects of your journey will slow you down, but don't let them stop you. Keep going and building your best life. You can do it. I know you can, because you've got the power. Thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you on Thursday. Have a great evening.